February 4th, 2025. This one I got a call from a guy. I guess he got an oil burner and he's been doing service on it for a while, watching my videos, I guess. And he had a problem with it leaking oil, so he called someone else in. They changed the pump and still leaking oil when it runs, you know, down underneath a little bit. So, I mean, it could be the drawer assembly, it might be the wrong nozzle. Might be that it needs to be vacuumed and cleaned out inside. It's not getting a good draft. Could be, you know, an obstruction in there where the firewall fell down and it's hitting the firewall and spraying back. Could be that. So, anyways, he wants me to go by there and see if I can figure out what the problem is. I, you know, told him what my rate was, and we're gonna go over there and see if we can figure it out. It's gotta be something. Gotta be something like that. I don't think it's the pump, because they put a new pump in. I asked about the jet tube. Sometimes that drips down, you know, where it connects to the drawer assembly, the drip tube, the jet tube from the pump to the drawer assembly. It's a little copper tube. Sometimes that'll drip and, you know, get down inside the fan. We'll try to figure it out. I'm thinking from what he said is probably something in the firebox that's in, that fell down, or the drawer assembly isn't set right, or the wrong nozzle, wrong spray angle. Depends on what he has for a head in there. Could, you know, he might have the electrodes in the wrong spot, and it's hitting that and spraying back. We'll try to figure it out. I got that CPAP shit pretty bad.
How long you been using it?
About a year and a half.
You wear it every night?
Huh?
You wear it every night?
I have to, yeah. I snore like a beached whale.
People, you know, the doctors don't even really get into it, but people think, you know, they say, you know.
Well, my oxygen was dropping down to the low 80s.
So
my oxygen was dropping to the low 80s.
Yeah, so a lot of people are told, oh, you know, because you're tired the next day, you'll get into a car accident. You know what happens when your oxygen drops down? The vessels coming from your, you know how the blood goes from the right side of your heart to your lungs. That plumbing constricts when your oxygen drops. It gets really narrow. And it's a response. And so then the heart, think about that, the heart has to work really hard to pump the blood through that.
Wow, I didn't realize that.
Yeah, and so what happens is you go into heart failure if you don't, like if you untreated sleep apnea, isn't just you're tired and your quality of life is shitty. You go into heart failure. And they don't tell people that. Like, that's what I try to scare the hell out. I mean, it's the truth. That's the new part that I just put in. That's what they.
Is it tight?
That's the last thing.
Oh, you put the whole thing in. Is the nozzle tight?
I think I tightened it up enough. What I thought with the 5/8 and the.
Let me see. Yeah, I got that flipping sleep apnea shit. So
yeah,
they gotta take it serious.
You gotta. Yeah. It's like people, by the time a lot of
this is
people
all
realize.
wet. Look at how, see all this is all wet?
Yeah.
Something's wrong. Something's wrong.
Yeah.
Something's wrong here. Something's wrong. That's an AF. Got the plate in there.
And like I said, when they came and put that Roth in, all this line to the Roth, this was the way it was. So
okay, yeah. I don't know why they put the, they didn't need that tiger loop and shit. If you got this pump would pull fine. Could be that drawer assembly is not set right. Wow, there's a lot of oil in there. Flipping thing's full of oil.
Yeah.
I bet you this isn't set right. See this drawer assembly?
Yep.
I bet you that's not set right. We're going to check that right now. Unless it was just from the old. Has it gotten better since you did that drawer assembly?
It stopped a little bit.
Yeah, I think this might be off.
Okay.
That would affect. I got this homemade thing that we could check it. See it?
Oh yeah, I had one of those. Yeah.
The electrodes are off. The electrodes are off too.
I did it with this.
Yeah, but close, but no cigar. Let's see where we're at here. We'll mark it where it is now. That's where it is now. Let's see where we should be. Might be close to being where we need to be. Well, we are off a little bit. See it? You were back by quite a bit there.
Okay, yeah.
See it?
Yep.
That's enough to affect it. Let me mark it. You see how much we're off? About 1/8 of an inch?
Yeah.
See it?
It can be enough.
That'd be enough. Before we were here. See it?
So it's pushed forward.
That's where it needs to
Into
be
the
set
combustion
right.
chamber?
I'm marking it now so it's there forever, okay?
Yep.
And what are you running for a nozzle in there? You're running a 60-degree nozzle?
I don't know. It's the new one. They put that on the nozzle tip on the other one. The other.
I made mine out of metal because the plastic ones are always breaking.
This is the one. This is the one that was in there, Steve. See it in there, like
Well, let me see what
it's
you got.
leaking from all this.
You're running the 60-degree nozzle, which is the wrong spray.
Okay.
That should be an 85. Yeah, we could run a little 7. We're gonna change the nozzle. It need to go with that other drawer assembly, but
The other thing, since they worked on it, and I wonder if it is the nozzle. It's
Huh?
like it's not. It makes different. I can hear it upstairs. It's like it's fluctuating. The boiler sound. You know when the burner comes on, it's not consistent. It sounds like it's fluctuating.
yeah, they might not have put the bypass plug in this pump here, did they? Or you're not sure?
I don't know.
Did these guys know what they were doing?
It's I don't know. It's I don't like saying names, but
Did it sound like it? All right, so we're gonna go
No,
with
it didn't.
we're
It
gonna
didn't
go with
sound
an 80-degree nozzle. So you got how big is this house? Is this a ranch? A little ranch?
Yeah, it's not big. It's
All right, so we'll go with a 75-70, a smaller nozzle. I mean, you can go with an 80 or a 70-degree nozzle here, but not a 60 with that type of head. You shouldn't go. You know, it's possible, but I'd rather put something in that's going to work better, right?
Yeah.
Seeing you having issues.
yeah.
So you think it's like hesitating, or it's not running smoothly?
It doesn't sound smooth. It's smooth as it used to. It just come on and be like, ooh, you'd feel, you hear the roar from upstairs. Now it's like it's going kind of up and down. It almost sounds sometimes like it's not going to die, but I don't know. It's just, I don't know if I'm just being hyper sensitive to everything because of all the nonsense.
Yeah. Well, obviously, if you knew what you were doing, you wouldn't be calling me in, right?
That's right.
Yeah, no, so I got that sleep apnea pretty bad, and I've had it my whole life, and I just started doing something about it, so that's not good, right?
Yeah, did they check you out? Did they check your heart out and all that?
Well, I got the heart disease shit going on. I got some calcium built up in my veins. That didn't help it any, right?
It's not that. Like I said, so think about it when the heart.
I haven't had a heart attack. No,
The heart's the only muscle that when you.
I haven't had a heart attack.
So when that plumbing constricts, your vessels constrict, and your heart works harder. The heart is the only one of the few muscles that when you make it work hard and it gets big, it's not good. It gets more ineffective.
It's not good for your heart, basically. I know guys that had heart attacks and come to find out, then they end up putting them on the CPAP shit. After they had the heart attack.
Yeah.
Like you said, that's probably what caused it.
Like I said, when you put someone on CPAP that's got a bad heart, you decrease the strain on the heart.
Oh,
It's
really?
like I said, people don't. It's not explained the right way to people. People, like the truck doctors will say, most truck accidents is because they have sleep apnea. They're not sleeping at night. They keep waking up at night. They get up in the morning. They half asleep, they fall asleep at the wheel, and which is the truth.
Right.
But like I said, that's the least of it. People go in.
They're in flipping heart failure.
Yeah.
I was in flipping heart failure, and I found out my hot new girlfriend was a flipping serial flipping gambler. I was in flipping heart failure. This thing's all wet. It's all flipping wet. Something's not right here.
What's that?
That's the burner motor to pump coupling. I'm just kind of cleaning all the oil out of here because it's all full of oil. It's going to be dripping for weeks.
Yeah.
It's going to have what they call the post-nasal drip. You know what that is?
Yes. So that's the thing I wasn't sure is like, I'm like, all right, even if I did fix it, I went in, I opened it up and I did what you did, and I didn't do that right there, but
No?
then I'm thinking, no, I opened just the cover.
Yeah, this thing's all kind of flipping loosey-goosey too. See how this is all loosey-goosey?
Yeah.
Looks like it, yeah, that's better. Gotta make sure everything's copacetic here, you know? You got issues. I don't know, that pump looks like it's fucking dripping, guy. Could be that pump. We're gonna clean it and then we're gonna run it and then check it, I guess.
Oh, that bearing on the bottom of that bearing?
There's still oil there on the bottom of that thing, see it? I'm not saying it's not coming from somewhere else, but it's still a little oily. Gotta clean all this oil out and then run it, and then just because that pump's new don't mean it's good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They got a new pump in there that has the green, so that's the one that's for the new oil. But that don't mean that seal's good, right?
Yeah.
You didn't want to call that other guy back? No?
No.
Alright, so that's better. If we can get that back in here. Yeah, professional flipping gambler. I wonder why she's fucking broke. Got no money. Usually there's a reason for shit, right?
Yeah. Oh, I gotta check on these. One of them wants to eat shit.
No, leave the dogs alone, they're quiet.
Yeah, but one of them, when it's too quiet, one of them means she's eating the wall.
Eating a wall? Alright, that seems better. Let's start it up and see how it runs. Start it up and I'm gonna check my pump pressure, see what my pump pressure's. See what my I want to see what this pump's set at. It should be set at like 140. Got a new pump in this thing. Might not have set it. Put my gauge on this thing and see what we're getting for pump pressure. I don't know if they even put a bypass plug in this thing. Find out right now. It ain't gonna stay on for long because it's got the delay. TT. Where's the fucking... I just want to see what this is set at. Might have to turn it up. If it's probably set at 100. What do we got here? What the fuck? What kind of shit is that? Hello! Turn up the thermostat!
What's that?
Turn up the thermostat!
Turn the thermostat.
Yeah, turn it up!
Turn it up.
What the fuck? I want to make sure I'm getting 140 here at the pump. Might be set at 100, most likely. Set it right here when I start it up. It does have a delayed oil valve there, so it ain't gonna give me much time. This thing is fucking crazy.
What's up?
I want to just check, make sure I'm getting the right pump pressure here. And did he change the filter at the tank and all that stuff?
The filter at the tank? I don't think there is one.
Is there a filter there or just here?
Just there.
So he replaced all this? They replaced all this tiger loop and shit? They put all this in?
That's all new, yeah. There was no filter here. It was just like the one right at the exit of the tank.
Is there one at the tank?
No, not anymore. Doesn't look like it.
We're gonna set this pump pressure when it comes on. Should be coming on in a minute here.
Yeah, the guy, it was Kavicki Heating. The owner, when he came out, I don't know, they were just sloppy. So they they made the pipe. They made the pipe that goes outside where they put the oil in.
Stand by. Yeah, what about it?
So they're making it in the yard. They had all shaped filings on my grass. One of my dogs stepped in it, got shrapnel in his paw.
Oh wow!
And then the last time
he didn't pick that up.
He didn't pick it up.
That sucks.
The last time they were here, and he checked, and he's like, "Oh, it's going to be another 700." The heat was off all fucking day. Like I left.
700.
It was 700. He wanted to put that fucking nozzle assembly in.
Wow.
He wanted $700 to put fucking that in. No, you know what? I'm not dumb. I bought that nozzle assembly. I bought it from Plumbing Supply for $60 fucking.
Yeah.
I mean, I just swapped it. But
that wasn't the problem.
No, but the thing is,
did you get the right? Did you get the right size? You showed us the right length.
They measured it. Yeah.
It's the same one.
It's the same length. Yeah.
That's another thing. Maybe that's the wrong one that's in there. You weren't playing around switching shit out, have you?
No, that's the only thing I did. Well, that's what they said that you needed, and I said.
Oh, it can't be because I just checked it. I just checked it. Remember? Yeah. And I marked that. So.
But they left the fucking heat off. And one of the times they were here, right, they left this fucking thing open, and there was smoke, well, not a lot, but, I just sloppy.
And you did turn up the thermostat, right?
I did, it's on 70, the heat's only 67 up there right now.
Well, you might have to go up higher than that.
Crank it up?
Yeah, turn it up so it fucking runs here.
Let's see,
zone valve, so it takes a little bit. Just want to make sure this pump pressure's okay, and then we'll run it and we'll see. I mean, it could be you don't have the bypass plug in this thing. When you do a two pipe like this, there's a plug you have to put in here.
Otherwise it
won't work. It won't work right.
Yeah.
I don't know why you just didn't use the one pipe. You don't need the two pipe. You need this if you had a Riello burner, because this pump will pull 8 inches of vacuum.
Yep.
Right? And that's plenty of the vacuum to pull a one pipe. Now, if this was a Riello, you'd only be pulling 4. Okay, so we're getting ready to see what our pump pressure is here. If it's not 140, I'm going up to 140 before it trips out. Should be better there. Well, it should be better. The gauge has got issues. Alright, so that should be better there. I'm gonna was definitely lower than I like to see it. So we'll put this back in. Yeah, so you weren't happy with the guy, obviously.
No,
Yeah.
just too much stuff didn't seem right, you know, just, you know, I live by the mantra, you give people a chance, but after a while, they declare the way they are.
All right, and I did look in there. I didn't see anything falling down as far as the firebox is all.
I redid that.
Nothing's in the way. It looks kind of black in there, so it might not have enough air going in there.
I redid all the insulation there.
You did?
Yeah, I ordered it, the
Firebox?
firebox there, to clean it out.
Turn it back on. We'll check it now and see how it runs. One of them handy guys.
I try to be.
I don't know why this is.
I learned when I bought the house. I used to watch your videos.
Oh, this thing is kind of like the. I've been watching videos trying to get a little clue here, huh? We'll see how it runs. It could be that they don't have that plug in there. I mean, it's possible. I don't know. I didn't do the job, you know. Yeah, no, I gotta do the CPAP. If not, I snore and then I get like a blockage. I got the internal sleep apnea and the obstructive.
You have the Inspire?
No,
That
no, I don't want that shit.
What do you
I don't
have?
want that for. I just wear the mask.
you said you have the internals,
Internal sleep apnea. Internal.
like so central.
Central.
So you just stuck
I
central
only get like 1 hit an hour on the central, but I get a lot more on the obstructive.
on the obstructive. Yeah.
But I still have both.
Yeah.
Right, so we're gonna it should fire. See how it sounds.
Do you recommend that long time? Because they adjusted this.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah, you gotta give it some more air. That's better. A little bit more. That's even better. Wow. Get rollout.
What is it?
Oil is blocked.
It's blocked.
Yeah, you get rollout.
So what's that?
I mean, I gotta brush the top down. It's full of soot.
Get the fuck out.
Yeah, that's probably why you're getting. You know, you're trying to pump oil in there and it's pushing it back because it's getting.
So they said they serviced this too.
Well, that don't mean that they cleaned the fucker. Something's not right. You might have a duck in here or something. Huh? Who the hell knows?
Diabetic, he's.
All right, so I brushed it down. We're gonna put K-wool because there was no K-wool on here.
Like rope kind of sealant?
Yeah, I got the sealant. Yeah,
okay.
the special shit here, and we'll put that on there, and then we'll try it
Does
again.
it look like they cleaned this?
Well,
Isn't that when you get service your boiler? Isn't that one of the things they're supposed to do?
Well, if it's dirty, yeah, but they don't always do it. Why do it if it's not bad? It'd be better. See, once we bolt it down, it'll seal it, right? K-wool in there. I can tell it's been leaking. We'll try that. Put my gauge on there and we'll check it again with a different gauge. know, I got a cap on the roof, so that's not a problem with animals coming in from outside, I don't think. When I put my gauge on it, we'll be able to see when we run it what the pressure is. This jet tube's new, so. All right, 2 pump. What's this one?
Check. One of them likes to eat shit she shouldn't eat when she gets.
Oh, your dogs?
One of them, she's got that pica. She ate the wall before.
Put that on there. We'll be able to- Well, looks like I broke the flipping pin off there. I need to get another one, but pin broke. Be able to get a somewhat. So you can turn this on. It takes 90 seconds for it to call, but that. I'm gonna need to get another gauge on that. I might be able to just get a different gauge. I have them. That's 1/8 gauges, not 1/4 inch. Yeah, just to get some. I think I might have a 1/8 gauge in the truck. This should go up. See what our pump pressure is. It should run, and we can see what our pump pressure is here. I had a bad rollout last time. Ooh, dumping some oil there. It's leaking like a fuck. Wasn't tight. That was loose. That was loose as a goose there. It's loose as a goose, mama. That'll give you some oil. I had about 140 in there is what I wanted. I did start it. That connection was loose. A little bit of oil fell down inside in the thing from here,
Yes,
so
right.
I just tightened it. But this way we can see what our pressure is when we run it. It was running around 140, but I have to have that in there.
That's where it should be 140?
Well, yeah, I mean, I turned it way up. It was like probably set at 100, which was kind of low. I like to run my like 140. Could run a smaller nozzle. Right, see, we're about 140 there. That leg's broken off. But
Okay.
yeah, see, I'm a lot better now since I put that cable in there. Before I was getting bad rollout. Remember?
Okay, yeah, I see it.
Just by my hands. I couldn't put my hand in front of there. Getting a little bit, nothing crazy. Gonna run a lot better now. You gotta get it. Maybe shut that damper up top there, maybe a little. Running better. I just got to put my hand in front of the flipping thing before it was like really bad. Get a little less here maybe.
That sounds different. That sounds better.
It ain't looking too bad in there actually.
That's how it's like used to sound like that before they worked on it, you know? It's just kind of this
Well,
one
they put the pump in and they probably had the pressure too low. See, I cranked it way up. It was at probably 100. This thing came through and it should be running like 140. 140, 150 with a smaller nozzle. You know,
So what do you think was doing the dripping? The nozzle? You think the nozzle was making it drip, or?
I think that what was happening, we had no cable on the top,
Yep.
right? You didn't have the drawer assembly set right. and you were getting rollout. So the thing was trying to run, but you didn't have a good seal on the top, so it wasn't going up the chimney, it was rolling out. So you're fighting it. You're trying to burn oil, but you're getting a backdraft.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
It does.
Now, I did have this loose when I first tried to run it.
I was a mechanic before I went to respiratory school.
Yeah, so it's running better. Let me shut this off, take this off, put my jet coupling back on. Let's see, you know. It definitely sprayed some oil in there, but there's a lot of shit in the back there. Looks like there was a lot of black soot being pushed back there because the big black blob of whatever, that's gonna keep, that's oil, you know? All right, so let me take this off. Like I said, I did drop a little bit in there because I didn't have it tight. I screwed up. First mistake this year. That's my first mistake this year.
Your first one?
The first one. Crazy. Yeah, you know, shit don't last forever. You gotta always keep buying new shit all the time.
No.
Ain't that the truth?
Yep.
Nothing lasts forever but your marriage.
So, yeah, really? Sure. If you say so.
How come I always get a laugh when I say that? Yeah. Well, the guy will say, I hope so. Yeah. Bad, huh? Alright, I'm thinking you're going to be good now, but like I said, I did drop a little bit of oil in there. So you might get a little bit of residual, but I think it's going to be good. Let's see.
Check it. Empty this in that little...
Turn it back on and we'll fire it. Sometimes you gotta make adjustments on shit, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see what happens.
Like I said, before I went to respiratory, I was an auto mechanic, like a machinist.
Okay.
To work in a machine shop, build engines and stuff.
Yeah, so you kinda got a little...
Well, the air fuel, you know, the air fuel mixture shit, I understand all that. How old were you when you started doing this?
19. Started up, no, 19. I started off as a plumber, and then I went to school for the oil burners, and most of the shit you learn out in the field.
Oh yeah. Well, that's the same thing with, like my job. You know, you do an apprentice. You know, you go to respiratory school, but you don't see everything in school.
No, you learn the basics.
You learn the basics, and then once you start doing stuff, you know, you work with mentors, you work with people.
You get hands-on.
You get hands-on, absolutely.
Alright, so we got a nozzle, reset, draw assembly, added breech shield, and started up nice. Got no leaks here. Like I said, there was a little bit of oil that dropped down in there, but I don't think it's going to be a crazy amount, you know.
Good.
Seems to be running a lot better. You think it sounds better and everything?
It sounds better. It would fluctuate, you know, before it was fluctuating.
Reset the ABM. Reset electrodes. Did a lot of shit to this thing. New nozzle, reset draw assembly, reset oil pump pressure, a brush down boiler, added breech seal, reset air band, and reset electrodes. Running good. Sorry. Just a little bit more here. And just a little bit more.